I have one locals using the deck that we are most known for. We are so bad. Like and subscribe if you haven't, and if you like Pendulum content, check out the rest of the videos. And let's get into it. 2 Dark Worms. You're playing 2 Dark Worms because it is a card you can send off a Dragon Shrine or Foolish Burial. So you will want one in deck anyway. So you could potentially play 3 because it is still a really good normal summon. However, we are playing another normal summon at 3, so we don't want it to randomly conflict. So yeah, just play it 2 or 3. Any should be good. Okay, so we have 3 Gate Magician. This one you have to play at 3 because this plus Dark Worm is pretty much just a full-on combo because it makes the Beyond Pendulum. You can potentially just go into the Absolute Dragon before the Force Summon, which is very nice. So just things to keep in mind. You're playing the one Gate 0 because it's pretty mandatory if you're playing the Gate Magician, because Gate Magician has a scale effect that it destroys itself and places the Gate Magician on scale. So yeah, you gotta play the Gate 0. You're playing 1 Light Worm. You'd potentially play 2 Light Worm. I've been thinking about playing 2 because this card does come up where you're going into a grind game and then you wanna like normal summon or first summon it, add back a like Gate Magician or add back the Dark Worm to be able to go into like a monster right after, which is really good actually. This card's really good. I originally like read this and said, oh yeah, this one's like kind of mid, but no, it's a pretty good card actually. So yeah, that is all for that Sark package. We got the 1 Astrograph Magician because why not play Astrograph? Astrograph plus Gate Magician is insane because you are able to Gate Magician effect destroy itself, place the Gate 0, then you can Astrograph effect summon it, then add a Gate 0 from deck to hand. So you're able to Gate 0 effect, or I mean Gate Magician effect, send the monster from the extra deck to the graveyard, first summon it, and right there you have 2 level 7, so you can go into a Absolute Dragon. It's really cool. Our normal summon that we were talking about were the 3 Skullcrobat Jokers. Skullcrobat Joker is just a really good normal summon. You can add a Magician, a Odd Eyes, or a Performer Pal. However, in this case, you are just playing Magicians. So yeah, just add the Magician. So speaking of Magicians, we are playing 2 Harmonizing Magician, 1 Oak Dragon Magician, because pretty much you first summon the Harmonizing. Harmonizing will summon the Oak Dragon, then you go into Burrow on the floor. However, you could potentially just play 1 Harmonizing. However, I'm playing 2 just because I want something for like later game. Okay, we also have 3 Wisdom Eye. 3 Wisdom Eye. I originally was thinking about not playing Wisdom Eye. However, Wisdom Eye is way too good with Gate Magician because you're able to get the scale and have 1 monster in the extra deck. So you're able to just combo off thanks to that. Then we have triple Doors. Doors is just that card, honestly. You're going to place it using Wisdom Eye. And also, this card gets you into Time Pendulum Graph, into Star Pendulum Graph. It's just an insane card in general. So that is all for all the Magicians. We're going to hand traps. Very weird to say as a Pendulum player, but yeah, we're playing hand traps. So we got 3 Ash Blossoms, got 3 Drone Lockbird. However, you could potentially play Veiler because I don't think Joe is that good in main this format. So you could just play Veiler instead, or you can play Nibiru. Either works. And 3 Infinite Impermanence. And that is pretty much everything for our hand traps, honestly. We got Foolish Burial. You're using this to send the Dark Worm. So yeah, and same logic for the 3 Dragon Shrines. Pretty much this is all to send Dark Worm. However, it could come up where you can Foolish Burial, send a Gate Magician or a Oak Dragon Harmonizing. It could be anything that you can summon back using the Exceed the Pendulum, which could be relevant. Then we have 1 Triple Tactics Talents. Then we have 1 Call by the Grave. I could play 2 Triple Tactics Talents, honestly. It's good. Call by the Grave is just in case our opponent has Droll. That's pretty much it. But yeah, this is just in case if we get hit with a hand trap, we're able to draw 2, look at our opponent's hand, or just steal a monster. Usually steal a monster comes up a lot when you're going second, which is so good. It's so good when it happens. you're playing 3 Wings of Light. People usually play 2 of this, which I understand. However, thanks to this card, you get to play around a little bit against draw, because you can chain this to draw and be able to get your search. So I always like to have 1 in hand. So yeah, just play it at 3. Here we have our good old Star Pendulum Graph and Time Pendulum Graph. These are just the Pendulum Magician special. Just if you're not playing them, then you're not playing Pendulum Magician. Let's get into the extra deck. We have 2 Beyond the Pendulums. You could potentially just play 1 Beyond the Pendulum and have a space for a toolbox card. But I just like playing 2 just in case for the grand game. We got the IP Masquerino. We got the SP Little Knight. SP Little Knight is an insane card. If you want to play a budget option, play Nightmare Unicorn. But SP Little Knight, if you have the chance to get it, just get it. It's so good. It wins on its own. It's such a broken card. We got Exceed the Pendulum. Exceed the Pendulum is pretty self-explanatory, you know, as on summon, adds a monster and extra deck to hand, then you can, as Celine, pretty much, the effect of Celine to push summon 1 Pendulum monster from hand or grave equals to the scales, which is just better Celine in this case. So we're playing Access Code Talker and Appaloosa. Very self-explanatory. Access Code just gets into your OTKs, and Appaloosa just make sure you have some negates. And also it's another target for your IP, just in case if they if you already use your SP Little Knight, or just prefer to go into the Appaloosa against your opponent's deck. Your opponent's playing something like Drytron, I guess. Okay, we got our XYZs. We have Bagluka the Terribly Tired Taper. This card's really good. You can play Abyss Dweller as well. However, we're not playing in the main deck, it is in the side deck. So yeah, you could play in this format. It's really good against Fire King, you know, and all these decks that just rely on the graveyard. We got Absolute Dragon. Absolute Dragon will get us into the Vortex Dragon, but yeah, that's kind of the purpose of it, because you can link this off and then summon the Vortex Dragon thanks to its effect. We're playing the Odd Eyes Rebellion XYZ Dragon. We're literally just playing this card because we need a name XYZ Dragon to be able to send it off of Gate Magician's effect, to special summon Gate Magician. So yeah, you're just playing it because of that. You can play Typhon. Typhon's weird for me because I like Typhon, but sometimes Zeus is really good. I wish I could play both of them. Maybe I'll potentially just cut one of the Beyond the Pendulums to play the Zeus as well, because Typhon is really good, but I also want to play Zeus as well. We have Synchros. We have Ignister Providence. Yeah, this card is it's really good because we have side cards that help us with it, and pretty much end up floodgating our opponents. We have Borderload Savage. Pretty self-explanatory. It's just negate, and Burrow on the Floor, another negate. Honestly, cheap options. Just these are just cheap options. Now I can finally say Burrow on the Floor is cheap. So yeah, play Burrow on the Floor. And yeah, that is pretty much it. Let's get into the side deck. So to support our Ignister that we're playing, we are playing Majesty Pegasus Draco Slayer. This card, on special summon, it can add a field spell from our deck to our hand. Our field spell that we are playing Secret Village of Spellcasters. This deck is mostly Spellcasters, so you can activate Secret Village, and your opponent cannot activate spell cards unless they control a Spellcaster. So you pretty much just make sure that your opponent just doesn't do anything, which is so nice. I love this interaction. Then we have our good old Spawn Trap removal. We have Dragon Pit Magician. It's an in-name card we can search and be able to destroy monsters thanks to it. And also, cool interaction, if you draw Dark Worm, and while you have a Magician plus another Magician, you can effect of Jacob Pit, discard the Dark Worm, then you can special summon back the Dark Worm using its effect, if you control no monsters. So yeah, that can come up. We have our newly at 2 Pankatops. I never thought this card would come back, so I didn't get another secret rare of it. So yeah, it's a bit too late for that because it's kind of pricey. So yeah, Pankatops, good card, very good card. play it too. It pretty much plays around the anti-spell. It's just a really good card. Another card that we're playing to avoid these cards and all these weird floodgates. We're playing Harpy Feather Duster. You could potentially just play the Dree Cyclones instead of the Harpy Feather Duster, because Duster doesn't do much against if your opponent just anti-spells you. Then we have Nibiru the Primal Being. This is just a really good card this format. If your opponent just overextends or plays a deck that has more than 5 summons, just hit them with, like, punish them with the Nibiru. It's nice. Then you are playing the 2 Lava Golems. Lava Golem is just a good card for removal. I have some advice for this one. If you're going to play Lava Golem main deck, try to take out your normal summons. So usually take out like 2 Skullcabats, or you could just take out the Dree and play another card. Because you got to make sure that you don't draw into any of the normal summons when you're going to do a Lava Golem. Because you need to make sure that you have enough for scales and all these cards. Because this does not search on special summon. This only searches through normal summon. We have our final cards. We're playing our second copy of Triple Tactics Talent. We just like to have this in the extra deck, in the side deck, I mean, to be able to just, you know, make sure that we can punish our opponent properly. Our final card, as mentioned before, the Abyss Dweller. You could potentially just play this in main deck as well, if you could cut the 1 Beyond Pendulum. That is pretty much it for the deck profile, and honestly, I'm very happy that I am able to win with this deck again. And oh man, we are so back. Next goal is to win regionals with a deck very similar to this, or just Pendulum Edition. Well, thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you like Pendulum, like if you like Pendulum, and let's go.